Hi folks, this is Shifu Joey Haber from the Flying Tortoise Academy in Portland, Oregon. Today I'm answering a question I got in one of my previous videos about the Jī Běn Gōng of Sanhuangpaochuiquan. I've posted a bunch of videos a few years back on the history of Pao Chui as well as certain elements of the practice. I will link to those in this video. Today we're going to jump right into the training methodology and Jī Běn Gōng, or foundational exercises of the art, as taught to me by my Shifu, 9th generation master WangQi. Shifu WangQi is a fabulous pedagogist and taught me to break my training days down into several key parts. Every day would start with standing, then move on to wolf digging, next were line drills, and finally impact training. The main stances of Sanhuangpaochuiquan are Lao Hu, Old Tiger, and Cui, the number 10 stance. Each of those stances should be held for 5 minutes each side, taking a total of about 20 minutes. Next up, we have the dreaded young wolf digging. This exercise should be practiced about 5,000 times a day and takes between 15 and 20 minutes. This drill is amazing for building back musculature and coordination all the way through the fingertips. Following wolf digging, we move on to line drills, the king of which is Cui. Cui is the main Jī Běn Gōng of Pao Chui and should be practiced about 300 times a day. This can take a little bit of time, but again, it is the core of the Pao Chui coordination and thus belongs the major component of the practice. Smooth, flexible footwork is the key for turning any style into a combat effective system, and thus the practice of it is paramount in the Pao Chui line drills. There are many kinds of footwork in Pao Chui, but of them, the movement Se Le Bu is by far the most practiced and the most relevant for both form work and application. Once the legs are well warmed up, we move on to arm techniques. There are a whole slew of these that can be stacked on top of Se Le Bu. Typically, we would start with straight punch variations, moving on to what we would affectionately call monkey beatings. The practice of Pi Chuan was typically next up. Pi Chuan, or splitting fist, is a wonderful exercise for defense, offense, and lends itself really well to flexible and angular footwork. At this point in the training day, we were about as warmed up as a person could get, and we move on to techniques such as Sanhuangpaochuiquan, the double split press, and other more intricate arm techniques. The purpose of these exercises was to build coordination and dexterity, and all of these would later have a two-person partner application set to build towards free sparring. Following line drills, we would move on to Fa Li, or internal power exercises involving all manner of punches, elbows, forearm strikes, and whatnot. This kind of power release is a central facet of the Three Emperors Cannon Punch system and is practiced quite intensely by the masters who actually use the system to fight. The final component of WangQi's Jī Běn Gōng is impact training. Wang Shifu said that in his youth he would practice these exercises for about 20 minutes and then soak his hands and forearms in jiao to help heal the contusions. So that about does it for our short video on Sanhuangpaochuiquan Jī Běn Gōng. I hope you like it. If there are any elements that you'd like elaborated on further, please let me know in the comments. Thanks again and have a great day.